Alright, welcome everyone. What you are looking at is a photo of the Heaven's Gate leader, Marshal Applewhite. And the photo is incredibly revealing. This is from a 2010 Time Life magazine article. And it doesn't have anything to do with the reptilian conspiracy or vertical slanted eyes or anything like that. Basically, the title of this very, very small article about him is entitled The Chosen Few, and then it talks about his cult and of course their suicide and then their association with the UFOs, that they committed suicide because that they believed the UFOs were coming to take their souls away. Now, of course, that is running parallel with a lot of the false rapture theories. Alright, so draw your own conclusions. But what I really just want to do is point out the very incredible vertical slit eyes that this man has. Now, like I said, this article has nothing to do with reptilian shaped eyes or vertical shaped eyes, but incredibly enough, that's exactly what you get from this photo when you look at it. The main focus on this photo is this man's eyes. And as you can see, even here in my very shoddy camera or footage here from my phone, you can still see that these eye slits are perfectly vertical, perfectly. Let me just remind some of you about a very old saying that says, the window to the soul is through the eyes. Now, there's a reason why that saying comes from the olden past. There's a reason why it has stuck around and turned itself into a very cliche saying. It is from a time in our past when people had common knowledge and understanding of demonic possession. And one of the very first things to understand concerning demonic possession, and that would be willful demonic possession. These would be people who have willfully opened themselves up to demonic possession, and the cliche saying, the warning that reveals what to look for when somebody is under demonic possession is simply put, the window to the soul is through the eyes. So we're supposed to look at the eyes, at least by this olden saying that says, that's where we're going to tell the state of this person's soul. So we can see obviously that this man's soul is under possession. Now, is he under possession from a reptile? No, I don't think so. But I think that the symbolism is there that definitely can be flip-flopped between demons and reptiles. You have to agree that all throughout history, myth, legend, fable, whatever you want to call it, that you can easily exchange the physical description of a demon and a reptile, that they are both one and the same. So demons have reptilian traits. Not that they're actual reptiles, but just their physical traits. And then, of course, that's going to go all the way back to the Garden of Eden event, where we have that original symbolism of the serpent, the reptile. So, of course, we have that close connection between the two, reptiles and demons, the tempter being of a reptilian nature, and then of course anybody that is following after this temptation, that has opened themselves up willfully to demonic possession, shows us through their eyes that they are associated with these demons. And that's exactly what we're looking at. Now, there is much more information here. It is deeper than this, but I just wanted to touch base and show you, this incredible photo from this article that just simply shows this man's vertical eye slits perfectly. Now, let's look at his name real quick for another shocking bit of information. His name is Marshal Applewhite. Now, remember what I told you about the apple and the fractal reality, and that informational code projects itself through pattern into our future. And here we have that apple once again being represented. His name is Marshal Applewhite.